We're not here to list properties. We're here to sell them. You know what? In today's market, the market indicators are suggesting your house is not worth what you're expecting.
You don't sugarcoat things. You don't tell people what they want to hear, you know, and I respected your realness.
And I lost that listing. I'm content with that.
Every time I've been like, oh yeah, this is my husband, they're like, oh, you're together? Hi everyone, welcome back to Real Estate Talk Pod, where we go behind the scenes on what it takes to make it big in the challenging world of luxury real estate.
Certainly. Today we're all about brand vision. So understanding the long-term goals, the inspiration, what you want your brand to stand for, and how your personality comes through.
Most definitely. So today we're going to get into some deeper topics and examples of things that we've done to maintain our personality within our business, but also some cringeworthy moments that we actually regret doing at the beginning of building our brand.
Certainly. So it's about finding your voice and building your brand, right?
Yeah.
So I guess let's talk about, when you first started out, right?
Yeah.
And did you have a clear brand vision? Did you have a clear kind of objective of what you wanted to stand for?
Yeah.
Or how you wanted people to perceive you?
Yeah, I think it's based on what we both kind of wanted at the beginning. One thing that really stood out to us in joining this business was the Tyra Nash brand itself being boldly representing luxury real estate. I think we both definitely wanted to make sure that we were going into a brand that represented what we would prefer to sell, which is luxury homes. And I think I was very strong-willed in that.
Yes, no, for sure.
Even to today, like even when I went door knocking or prospecting or speaking with or networking, I targeted luxury properties.
Yeah.
And it's funny because sometimes I get buyers reach out to me, or even buyers that have viewed multiple of my properties, not just one, who have said to me, Vicky, you always get the good ones.
Yes,
like you always get the really nice properties.
Indeed,
and I'm like, yeah, I pick them well. I purposely pick them because there's a certain type of brand that I want to represent, or a certain type of property I want to represent, and I try to target luxury homes. So yeah, I think from the outset, I've been very determined to build my brand around that.
No, certainly. I kind of feel like, especially on your social media, your pages, you can see the quality and the high standards of luxury real estate properties that you have listed there or you've been associated with. And I think it's important to have that, your brand stands for that, but also understanding what's, what you're perceived as well. So the perception side of things as well.
I agree. Yeah. Because it all intertwines. And because I had that vision from the beginning, like the type of videos I post, even just of myself, or the type of photos I post, or the type of content, or even how I present myself in general, it's to a similar standard. It all kind of integrates well. So I like neutral colours, me personally.
Yes.
Like even down to like the fonts I choose when I'm posting photos, or I guess I go for the clean cut professional kind of look, which I think represents the luxury brand quite well. And actually I really like the brand colours that Tyron has chosen, like the blacks and the golds and the creams and the beiges, like those have always been my palette.
100% prestigious, high standards, quality.
Exactly.
No, certainly. No, I totally agree with you. And I think that's the reason why we partner with Tyra Nash International Real Estate, because of the quality, but also the luxury that comes with that, but also the fact that it's also unique as a brand because it's international. So when you're trying to set yourself apart from everyone else out there in terms of branding and what you represent, not only are we focusing on luxury homes, but we bring that international market, which is very unique. It's a unique selling point.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's about being unapologetically yourself, right?
Yes,
and representing 100%. A brand that speaks true to you. So can you think of a moment where you've been unapologetically yourself and it's actually helped in a situation with a client?
I think certainly. I think there's many moments like this. And I think it's important to be yourself at all times. And not only are we representing, partner with a very successful brand, both in the UK and Dubai, internationally, as well as selling luxury homes, but also making sure that we are delivering and being realistic about the current market. And I think that is something that is quite important when you're thinking about what your brand represents and who you are as well. So going behind the brand and going, what is James like when he comes to my home to talk to me about my house?
Yeah.
And this example is a client that effectively valued their home at a certain price, and they needed to achieve that price. And I could have just stayed there as an agent going, yes, no worries, we'll keep trying, and we'll keep doing the marketing, and we'll keep doing the pricing, and I'll keep qualifying buyers and trying to get you that price you wanted. But then I had to then look at the research and go back to the data after we listed that property and actually be like, you know what, in today's market, the market indicators are suggesting your house is not worth what you're expecting.
Yeah.
You know, what everybody wants and what everybody gets is always very different.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mr. Vendor, this is what the data is saying. This are the facts, figures, and data that suggest that your home is only worth this. I know you'd like to achieve this, but in today's market, if we don't do this in terms of adapting the strategy, then we're not going to be able to achieve that.
Yeah.
And I was completely unapologetic myself.
Real.
Because, I was being completely real with them, because I wanted them to understand that I'm not going to be an agent that's just going to sit here and effectively pray that something different happens when the market tells me that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how people's houses go and stay on the market and go stale.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, at the end of the day. So I was quite content with telling the truth and actually letting them know that your home is not worth this, but this is what we can achieve in today's market. And I would suggest that we adapt accordingly to go for this. And if it's not satisfying what you want, the thing about it, property is in a cycle.
Right.
What you don't achieve for something, you can always make up with the next house you're buying.
Exactly.
And so forth as well.
It's the bigger picture.
It's always the bigger picture.
It's a domino effect, really, in this market.
No, certainly. So in this scenario, I had to tell them the truth, and which I'll always be authentic to all my customers.
Yeah.
And I lost that listing.
Yeah.
And do you know what?
The truth.
I'm content with that. I'm content with that because I was honest. I was transparent. I said the truth about what the market is delivering, and I set the expectations that what you want is not going to happen right now, Mr. Vendor.
Yeah.
So if you're not in line with that, I'm more than happy to say thank you so much for the opportunity, and I'll always be here for your real estate needs.
And I know how hard it was for you to do that. Yeah. And I respect you so much for doing that, because that was a multi-million-pound listing, guys, and it was a big listing for you to let go of, not even lose. You let go. You let go of it, really. You could, because you knew going into that conversation that you were going to tell him something that he didn't want to hear. Yeah. And there are many agents that would not have done that just for the sake of keeping a listing. Yeah. I'm sure the agent before that did that, and that's why the house was on the market for so long. So I respect you so much for your honesty, and that speaks to your character, and that's one of the things I love about you. But from the very first day I met you, you're just real. You don't sugarcoat things. You don't tell people what they want to hear, you know, and I respected your realness. So
I appreciate it.
I think well done for doing that, because you're a bigger man than most people. You don't do ego listings. You don't take on listings just to look good. You take them on because you actually want to sell them.
Indeed.
And if that house doesn't sell at the price that he wants it to sell for, he's going to look back and think, you know what, I respect James because he actually told me the truth and he wasn't just here to be the yes man. So
no, definitely, and that goes back to our principles of what we stand for at Tyra Nash International Real Estate, which is about results. You know, we're not here to list properties; we're here to sell them. Precisely. And the reality of the matter is, if we don't sell them, we don't get paid for it. So those things are vital in terms of our brand vision. Our brand vision is results. You know, we're not here for excuses. We're not here for, I have a £10 million property. Look at me doing a fancy video. The result is what it's all about. Yeah. And that is a huge part of what we stand for as a brand vision,
Yeah.
and what we do.
Yeah, definitely. That's the culture that we like to,
Yeah.
allow people to envision about us. And I guess, what for you, why do you think people connect with agents that are real versus agents that maybe aren't as authentic?
I think the reason why people connect with agents that are real is because they can trust them.
Yeah.
They've said exactly what's going on. They haven't set unrealistic expectations. They've adapted accordingly when they needed to the market. They've told them what needs to be done. And I think that's so important. If you can be real and just be honest and transparent with what's going on, your vendor will respect you highly and want to work with you over and over again. Because the thing about it is, I think a lot of people are very short-sighted. And I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
A lot of people think, oh, I've got this listing. Yes. Oh, this is what it's all about. And it's all about selling this listing.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters. You got to think longevity. And that's the difference.
Building those long-lasting
That's the
relationships.
difference, because people think about one deal. I think about 25 deals with
100%.
that same person.
Endless.
You know, what is the story?
Yeah.
What's the journey with this person?
Right.
People always think about quick wins, or how much can I get for this listing right here? But it's not about that. It's about understanding and building that relationship, that you create a journey together.
Precisely.
Every single one of my clients, I never just think about their home. I think about the longevity. I think about what's really important to them. Because I tell you what, it's never just about the home.
It's much, much bigger than that.
It's a lot more than that.
Yeah.
It's a lot more about what impact it has on their family,
Yeah.
on their well-being, right? We have many clients that they want to move closer to family, but they haven't sold their home. Many clients where they want to get into the school catchment area because Lucy's going to go into secondary school next year.
Precisely. Yeah.
And those things have a major impact.
Yeah.
They have many families that need to move for work.
Yeah.
So it's never just about the home.
No, it's about their journey.
It's about the journey. And there's joy in that journey. You know, and that's the beautiful thing of it. Sorry. I'm getting into it.
I felt that. You're preaching to me.
I'm getting into it. But this is what it's all about. It's all about what you stand for and making sure that you can tell that story and remain yourself at all times.
Yeah. This is what makes us passionate about what we do, right?
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. It's one of those careers that you don't just wake up feeling like you are doing a chore.
Yeah.
You wake up feeling that you're actually helping people.
Yeah.
And you're fulfilling a purpose, your own purpose in life.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's why it gets deep, guys. That's why it gets deep. But
okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how you built a brand that feels, you know, personable, but also private. Because I mean, I think it's quite unique for us, right?
Yeah.
We're a married couple, right?
Yeah.
We work together.
Yeah.
You know, we're out there. Right?
Yeah.
People see what we do, our videos, our listings, our advice to what's going on in the market. But how do we still keep it private?
I think
I'm putting you on the spot here.
I think there's a balance.
A balance.
In sharing.
Certainly.
You know, because we enjoy what we do and we want people to know that we enjoy what we do and we love working together and we are very passionate about being a couple in this business. I think it's refreshing to see, because there are other couples in this business, and it's refreshing to see it. But you also have to protect your relationship at the same time, but stay authentic to your relationship also. So I think we do a lot in terms of like posting our business.
Yeah.
And then when we do post private things about ourselves, our personal life, it might even just be me like in a passenger seat, us on the way somewhere, and me just showing us playing, like listening to music on the way to whatever meeting we're going to, or even if it's just like we're going to the park or something. We'll share those little personal moments. But not in any way to be like, oh hey guys, look at us. It's more, we just enjoy being around each other. We're enjoying the moment as it is, and we'll just share that moment because we're just enjoying it. So yeah, there's a fine balance between, you know, just YouTubers, we're not influencers,
Yeah.
we're not trying to be that way, but we're just trying to share our journey and how much fun it is. if that makes
Indeed,
sense.
indeed. And I think it's important to share that journey and how fun it is as well, because real estate is a people business, and that's people buy from people,
Yeah.
and people work with people that can relate, they like,
Yeah.
and they can relate to. You know, that's the reality of it.
Mm-hmm.
This business is also about personal brand.
Mm.
So when we do share sort of times that we're together, it's our personal branding, but also it's precious
Yeah.
because our private moments are precious to our relationship,
Yeah.
right? And it's what's important to us, because at the end of the day, our house needs to be in order for any success to actually happen out there.
100%.
You know, so those things are really quite important,
Yeah.
to have a fine balance. You know, and you know, we stay grounded.
Yeah.
We stay grounded for sure.
And what I do like about the fact that, you know, we are a couple in real estate is,
Yeah,
for a lot of the clients that we work with together, they know then they're getting, I guess, 2 for the price of 1.
yeah, yeah.
They're getting double the energy,
Yeah.
double the proactivity, double the effort, double the knowledge, double the skill.
100%. 100%.
You know, you're getting a team
Yeah.
working to sell
Yeah.
your property or to help you find a property. So I think it works quite well for our clients as well, not
Yeah.
just for us.
Yeah.
Every time I've been like, oh yeah, this is my husband, they're like, oh, you're together? Oh, amazing. You work together? Oh, that's amazing.
100%. 100%.
So because you know, it's positive to see couples getting on well,
Yeah.
working well together.
Yeah.
But obviously there are going to be moments where we have to put aside the challenges in our relationship.
Yeah. 100%.
And when we have disagreements,
Yeah.
handle them separately from the business.
100%. 100%.
So-
No, I couldn't agree more. And I think everything you said there is all about leverage. That's what it's about. You know, the double this, the double the advice, double the work ethic, the focus, the motivation, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's so many times where that has resulted in success. So what I mean by that, there might be times where you come to me and say, oh, this happened, I have this amount of buyers and I'm doing this negotiation.
I ask him for advice on a daily basis.
Yeah,
I
and we
love
talk
it.
about it. We talk about it over dinner, even
Yeah.
sometimes at the gym. We're talking
Yeah.
about it, even walking the dogs.
Yep.
We're talking about it. But that is us ensuring that we're delivering what we say we're going to do.
Yeah.
And effectively, by us doing that, we're actually doing a lot more for our clients. Because our clients don't know that. But they don't know, James and Vicky has discussed this. And as a result, they've actually got me a higher price.
Precisely.
Because they've understood the best way to
Yeah.
approach this particular awkward buyer or this difficult negotiation table that we're on, or whatever it is, you know? Those
Because-
things are quite important.
Yeah, as much as we love to leverage the advice from the senior partners within the business.
Yeah,
So
100%.
we'll be constantly messaging Javi, can you help
Yep.
us with this? Well,
Shout out to Mr. Gunning.
Mr. Gunny is
Mr.
honestly
Gunner, you're the one.
best advice.
Thank you so much. One of the people that taught us everything that we know.
Everything we appreciate.
So we appreciate that.
So we could reach out to Javi, we could reach out to Tyrone, we could reach out
Yes.
to some other members of the team for advice, but we can't always expect them to be available. So sometimes James will just be right next to me and I just need a bit of advice very quickly. And it's so refreshing to just have a partner that's there that can give me advice when I need it, and we can bounce things off each other.
Yeah.
And it leads to us, you know, overcoming an objection very quickly.
Yeah.
Or being able to handle a challenging situation very quickly. So sometimes it actually feels like he might be selling a property, and sometimes it feels like I'm selling it with him, or I might be selling a property.
Yeah.
And sometimes it feels like we sold it together. Like there's been times where I've had like an open house and I've had like 30 people about to turn up at this open house. I'm like, babe, I need help.
Yeah.
Can you come to
100%.
this open house and help me? And he's there.
Yeah.
You know, he's done that twice for me, and I
No,
really
and you've done
appreciate
that for me too.
Yeah,
So
we've
I
done it
appreciate you
together,
as well. It works both ways. So.
Yeah, so
No, I
it's
appreciate that.
just nice to have someone to call on whenever you need help.
No, definitely. I know we're talking about branding, talking about personal branding and everything that goes with it, but I'm sure people want to hear the cringe ones as well, right?
All right.
Come on, let's
yes.
talk about cringe because everybody wants to know, right? So
Yeah.
any cringe moments when you first started or you look back on and you're like,
What the hell was I doing?
Yeah, what was I doing? Or how
Yeah.
that came across in terms of your branding.
Yeah, so when I first started, I just found myself, I was in the car a lot because I was balancing my corporate job. I was balancing short-term lets, long-term lets. I was doing property management in Luton. I was just driving up and down all the time.
You were doing
and then
everything.
I was like, I need to get this social media out there at the same time. So I started these car diaries.
Oh,
I don't remember I started
you
just
did.
like car diaries.
You did start the car diaries.
Put my phone in my car, like propped in front of me, and I'll just be driving and talking. And in hindsight, it's probably a good idea, but the quality was terrible. Like the videos did not come out very well. What I was saying was very long-winded. It wasn't short and to the point.
Yeah.
So yeah, in hindsight, I probably would have tried to manage my diary a bit better so that I could get social media videos out in a more professional way. Car diaries are still good, but I think the message needs to be shorter and clearer.
100%.
And the quality of the video needs to be a lot better.
Yes.
So yeah, when I look back, I'm like, oh God, girl, what were you doing?
I know, but you know what? This is the thing, guys. Don't worry. When you're starting out in anything, you're not going to be perfect. You know, you just need to go out there and just keep putting yourself out there. And your first video doesn't need to be perfect. Our first podcast wasn't perfect. Everything you keep pushing. That's what it's about. And gradually, and you progressively get better as you go along. So I think for me,
what about you?
Oh my God, I think for me, it's got to be one of my first ever videos.
Go on.
And it was a video of like my first ever property got signed in Luton, which is a 4-bed semi-detached house. I remember it clearly. And Javid was obviously my senior partner, and he was obviously came with me on that market appraisal, and we got a contract signed. And I must have done about 35 takes or even more. And I was so robotic because all I was like, this is a 4-bed semi-detached. It's got 4 bedrooms,
it's got a roof,
3 bathrooms,
and
contact me if you like this house, basically. And I felt like I was like kind of the garnish on the side, and Javid was the steak.
The main character.
Yeah, because I was like, hi.
Hi,
pick me, that kind of thing. So that was hilarious. That was so funny. But you know, you live and you learn, and I don't regret that whatsoever, because that's told my story.
It shows growth, babe.
It shows growth, right? It's painted the story. That's what it is. So that's one of my cringe moments for sure. Definitely.
I think it was both of us putting ourselves out there, but trying to figure out how to do it properly.
100%. And
come a long way.
100%. And that's what it's about. Like, so I guess just to round up on that, really, I think when you're having your brand vision is all about being personable, being authentic, making sure that you enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, and doesn't matter. Just start the process. Everything else will take care of itself.
100%.
And that's what it's all about.
And just be you.
100%.
Just be authentic, be real, and people will love you for who you are. And if they don't, then F them. Do you know what I mean?
Right. And if they don't, they're not your customers.
Exactly.
That's it. Keep it moving.
So that has been today's podcast episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've got so much more in store.
Oh, yes.
The next episode is going to be, for some, quite surprising.
Yes.
And for others, they're going to be like, it makes so much sense.
Certainly.
100%. Like, how did you not think of that before? So stay tuned. It's going to be a big surprise.
Exciting times, guys. You don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss the next one for sure. But yes, I've been your host, Vicky, and this has been James. Please subscribe, like, share with all your friends. Follow us on our socials and follow the page Real Estate Talk Pod on all social media platforms as well. And we will see you next time.
Thank you.